Welcome back to making my friend play Stygian Onslaught with me so that I can post content. Yay! I thought this was actually a pretty fun one. I thought it'd be cool to use an on-field cryo DPS, aka Wriosthesly, to be the cryo application, but then also actually have an on-field pyro DPS to really help with the damage. So you have my friend using his signature Yoimiya at this point. The tricky one with this one was, as you saw in the beginning, trying to get Wriosthesly to do enough crowd application to get into this lower state mode for the Automaton, and you can't really have Bennett or Yoimiya applying too much pyro in the beginning, or really pyro at all, because it slows down that initial process. So streamlining that was kind of the most difficult part, and then after that it really just comes down to spamming our skills and ults. Now his rotation was a little bit tricky because Yoimiya doesn't have great uptime, but he was able to figure out a way that he was getting enough uptime on Yoimiya and switching to Bennett perfectly. And I know for me, the tricky part was switching in between Shenhe and Wriosthesly to really get Shenhe's skill buffs appropriately. So like here you have skill into burst, switch back to Shenhe, and then hold skill. You'll see that in a second. And so that you can go into Wriosthesly's enhanced skill mode, or enhanced normal attack mode, to get the best bonuses for both. Unfortunately, even in co-op, the power level for these two DPSs is kind of low for Stygian Onslaught. So we do have a C4 Yoimiya and a C6 Shenhe as the high investment points for here. Shenhe really just there to buff Wriosthesly, because without her, his DPS isn't quite up there, even with the fact that I have C1 Wriosthesly. But yeah, I thought this was a cool run, getting to show off a true, something that can only be accomplished in co-op, because you're not going to see Yoimiya clear the Automaton on fearless difficulty anytime soon, that's for sure. You can see there we barely managed to get it in, but here are the builds. Hopefully this inspires some people to try and do some fun co-op things, and we'll post the other ones that I did with my friends shortly, but I thought this one was our favorite. It actually took us quite a bit of time, but hope you enjoyed. Later.